And it's even possible this is also part of why more people are not getting married as much as they should. Because the guys are threatened to handle this kind of women that are out there. And
yes, and he said something about men being lazy nowadays. I have seen that. Sometimes when a man is with a woman who is earning more than him, it just feels like, so what's my usefulness? You know, it just, you know, she can do everything by herself. As a matter of fact, she'll be like, oh, it's our anniversary. You didn't even buy me anything. He'll be like, what do I want to buy you? You have the best Gucci bag, you have the best shoe. So what do I want to buy you? But then she'll be like, no, just get me anything. You know that kind of thing. So when a man, so you know, when a man's position of protecting and providing is already taking over, he just feels like, it just goes demotivated like this. Exactly, it just goes like this. I know a guy who was, his woman earns way more than him, so they were moving to a new place. She paid most of the rent, and she was trying actually to cover it up. But normally there'll be difference in tastes, you know. Yes. So as they were trying to move into the place, I've always known she had more money than him, but you never know. They still go out, they hang out. Even when she pays for them to go out, you won't know. So he had issues with her because they were trying to move in, and the whole interior deco, she was just saying, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, you know. And they started arguing. Then he came to me, they were like, hey, I even told her this, it's up to the kitchen. I'm not like, okay, but let's think about it. If you're the one who was paying, as a woman, wouldn't she be, you said you like a woman who can turn a house into a home. Wouldn't she be the one who would be most picky about, I want this, I want that, you know? So what's really the point here? He now saw that actually if he was the one putting down most of the money, he would just like, babe, just do the thing, okay, just chip in one.
It's an ego thing.
He fell off the line. If he was online, he fell off the line.
You understand? So he now to go back.
I actually did a full seminar on that when she's older, richer, and smarter. Because it's a whole vibe. Yeah. Just like I said, what was affecting him was emotional. It wasn't reality. So it's a whole vibe. If you're marrying a woman richer, older, or smarter, you need to get some reorientation.
Yes, that's it.
You can't come the normal way. You need to understand something. And she too needs to understand some things. That, okay, I'm already any more than this guy. He might be touchy about power. So once in a while, I need to ask him, even though I know what I want to do, I need to ask him what he thinks or what he wants. Then I can now appeal to him again, like he's the one bringing the money. So it's a coaching on this. I did a whole seminar on that when she's richer, older, and smarter. Because it's a different thing. If she's way more educated than you, you need to understand how to deal with her. If she's richer than you, you need to understand how to deal with her.
Please, where is that seminar? We need to.
I
tell you.
It's on our website when she's richer, older, and smarter. Because it's a vibe.
You want to watch it?
Because if she's older too, there are things you need to know.
Why? You say older, richer, smarter. Why?
Because it's happening over our phone now.
Love can come from anywhere.
It's happening over our phone now.
I'm not going to chase love away. Love can go. But it's good knowledge. It's good knowledge.
Yeah.
It's good knowledge.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing about the problems, the battles we're facing as men right now. It's not easy being a man right now.
Yes, it is.
We have to learn new ways to exert our masculinity. The formula they handed over to us has to be changed. Yes. So we need to learn new ways to exert. The old way, if you feel this, that I'm the man. Yes, but that I'm the man now has to be, changed. That's where we are now.
Well, it's a Nigerian formula.
You understand?
The world is being westernized.
It's everything that's changed.
That's it.
Wow, interesting. So basically, do you guys know why there are not more marriages today? It seems there are so many single men, single women. People are not marrying as much.
With a fear.
So what do you think? Just share. What do you think?
With the fear.
What are you afraid of?
Problem.
One with the fear. I think that's the number one. Please help us paste that one there. Yeah. Then I think we live in a very the hottest media right now is social and emotional. It's not logical at all. You know? So people go into relationships or marriages and they feel like I'll now be missing out. There's really nothing you're missing out. You know, you can always hang out with your partner. You can always both hang out with your friends every now and then. But this thing called social media, I said, is the worst invention since the gun. This thing invades people's minds so much that they just sit down and are anxious over, so I'm married now. I don't know if which Jaye before, say normal. It's not to go to club and doing stories like this is you. So I think that's the thing. If people really sit down and understand that, for the guys, I'll say that freedom thing, it's not, freedom is not really necessarily taken away from you. If you can take it upon yourself as a man, as the head, as a leader, to, be intentional about the security you give her. Be intentional about the security you give her. And I guarantee you, except she's a toxic woman, I guarantee you that if she's a normal girl, you put her in that position where she will naturally just allow you your freedom because that's security D. You know, I know a celebrity, I won't mention his name now. We went to Abuja and then we had a show there and everything, and they were calling him, he's a comedian, one of these top comedians, and they were, so I was like, oh, he was like, no, make I go video call my wife. You know, as we got to the hotel checking in, he said, so I was asking, why were you so particular? He was like, now anytime he's away, he calls his wife mother and she calls him. And that just gives him peace. So he's intentional about security. So at the end of the day, he will even call her, she'll be the one that will even miss his call. I'm like, sorry, I was cooking, you know, even though he's the one that went away. And I tell people, when in a relationship, if you are the one who, maybe you are traveling away from your partner, be the one that will do more because you are the one who is going out of both of you's comfort zone, you know. So be the one that will be carrying them along. Carrying along is a lot of things, that causes a lot of things in this relationship atmosphere. So that's just basically what's the fear that I now have to be accountable. I have to call. If I don't call you, you'll be like, you didn't call me since morning. Oh, you're not really boxed.
I think even all that falls down to having falls down to your partner. If you have a great partner,
that's it.
It will seem like
work.
Maybe that's why I'm
like
because
work.
I just feel like I've not just found out this is not stress.
Yeah.
But then that's why didn't you call me? Why didn't you text me? Why didn't you call me? I wasn't on my phone. I have to start explain. Now you don't even understand from the beginning.
Yes.
But there's a bit of work in it, yeah.
There's work. Every marriage, every relationship. Every relationship, there's an investment. There's work. It's not the same 1 year, 2 years, there's always work, you know, and but you can enjoy it.
That's it. You can enjoy it with the
that's what I feel.
Yeah. So that's why I said if the woman is not a toxic woman, you know, some women are so used to drama that when they don't see drama, that's why I said that.
That's respect. That's respect.
You know, when they see drama, they're like something is wrong. I think it's natural for a woman to want to test a man. Maybe she just wants to confirm that he's still in leadership mode, you know? So she goes,
don't test me.
It's normal. Once it's normal, but some women don't know when to stop. Some women don't know that let me just not disturb him right now, you know? And then some women, they just need drama in the air before they can feel at home.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even know. That's the thing about the human subconscious mind. They don't even know that is it. But until they see those sparks flying, they're now like, okay, this is like home, you know?
I'm not married to Ken.
So the work they did, that's the the work they did.
I think another fear that we have as single men is, which is subconscious to having to settle with someone that's damaged.
Yeah.
Then that's why I believe marriages break up, because it can seem like you say, half of the ladies we see out there, even if you are forming independent, you have a picture of marriage.
Yeah.
You have a picture of a perfect guy. Now you are not developing as a woman. You have not healed from what you've carried.
That's it.
You just want. You see that wedding picture, and then so once you get into the wedding, what's the next thing? So even if this guy is, you know, mature enough for this and ready for this, if you are damaged,
that's it.
My brother, you're just going to ruin my life.
That's
because then there's no way I won't. No matter how high I am in life, I'm going to drop, just because. You're damaged. I don't know how to explain. You're just you need to heal, and which is why being single is a time to overcome all those things and be prepared for the next phase. But if I met babes that I actually, they'll tell you half an hour. We're not getting married. No, this is I can't even promise because the thing I don't.
Just say it before the rapture.
See, it's going to happen, but first and foremost, I need to be sure that this is not the way I understand. You need to know where you're going to with your relationship, no doubt. But you sound more like you need this marriage more than
Exactly.
You know, I get it. I mean, I'm with you. Any relationship I'm in is because I believe that I can be with this person.
And they don't know that they sound that way. So when you argue and ask them why are you talking like this, they feel like you have something to hide.
You guys want to be getting married. Maybe I still have this is not even freedom. Maybe I still feel like I'm not financially responsible yet. Or I'm not even spiritually or I'm not emotionally even responsible for marriage. But I need this growth. I need strength. I need support. But when you want it more than I want it, I just begin to feel that
a lot of women
are trying to use me to prove point or
a lot of women are on that table. Yeah.
A lot of I'm not, and I can't lie to myself. I won't jump the gun because of your time. I'm sorry. I will not put pressure on myself. I need to be responsible enough for you because I will repeat this class and then you will suffer it. I'll repeat it. So it's a struggle when I feel that you want this thing more than I understand. You want to settle down. It's good. I don't mind, but not the the moment I feel that this one is the wedding that is doing you, is to prove to your friend, hey, God,
That's it.
friends,
That's it.
family.
That's it.
I'm the first in my family that's gotten married. All my friends have got married. I mean, I need to. I'm aging. I'm close to 40, so I'm with you. So I gotta. No, I understand, but I'm a man. I need to be responsible enough to jump this gun, not just. So it's a struggle, and again, maybe my own problem is that I used to make people that are ready, that are like 2 seconds to enter. So of course, their whole conversation should be that. So I don't blame anybody. Maybe I'm still just trying to, okay, you're in the industry, and my job presently is not a fixed. It's not like a salary.
Yeah.
Today you can earn 10 million. Tomorrow you can earn 100K.
True.
Tomorrow MJ can say, Kunle, I'm not doing anything. I'm giving you Kunle, I'm going to do this job for free. All right, MJ, let's do it. Let's go. Right?
Yeah.
But you can be structured. So I'm still not balanced. I still have to find a way to,
create the flow.
create this flow and create something.
So basically, are you saying economic reasons are one of the reasons why young men are not married?
That's part of it.
It's part of it.
Totally part of it.
Because some people have the mindset of I have to be a billionaire, I have to be a millionaire, which doesn't matter. But then at least the responsibility. Some people are still taking care of their family. Their family. And you want to get to a certain point before you can say, okay, are you guys okay? All right, wifey. So now nothing really hinders. So it's, and a lot of men, I can speak for myself, a lot of men have responsibilities. That's not just flexing.
Yes,
You're talking about family, you're talking about even your siblings. I'm still paying school fees as I am. Right? And see, from the daily, and then you want me to jump that gun. I'm paying like 2 school fees. I'm gone as he's finishing uni. I'm like, thank God, this one is about to enter uni, and you want them to go to the best school. You don't want them to lack, and that's me supporting my parents, my family. It's a
whole lot of things.
So all these things I think we just.
And women are always ready quicker than guys.
Yeah.
And you're not a lazy guy.
Yeah.
So even if you are richer, even if you earn more, I'm not lazy to say, since you earn, I can chill now, let's get married. No. I need to be good.
Yeah.
Even if you're not disrespectful, it's cool. If you earn, it's good for all of us now. But I need to be you need to respect me.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
So a 27-year-old woman is way more ready than a 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
For marriage. Yeah, that's the thing. So nature get us to do that one too.
Yeah.
So.
I said that in those days they actually manually engineered those things. Just that now mates are marrying more. Those days, of course, most people were 10 years older than their wives.
That's what they say, daddy wa.
Yes.
Go and say daddy. Even your wife is calling you daddy.
Yes, because interestingly, I think Skuki too mentions things like, interestingly, one of the things a woman wants a father figure in her husband. Interestingly. So that's why you will see most women have what they call daddy issues. You never really hear them saying they have mommy issues. It's daddy issues because the need they have is a need for a father. So whoever they still marry, they like that person to still be able to be like a father figure to them.
But I do think being a man, you can still be a father figure if she's earning more than you, and if you guys are mates, even if she's a year older than yourself, you can still, because you are a man.
But you have to grow.
Yeah, that is it.
You have to grow faster than you were planning to grow.
That's that thing we now said now. That the battle is now between you and you.
Yes.
More than you and her. Because, see, we come with a dose of nature. I don't care what society has put inside our head.
Yes.
There's that human instinct. Yeah. And you, as a man, but the thing is, your first line of growth is yourself, you know. You can always be in charge, and then you now be a safe haven.
Yes.
You know, except she's a wish.
Yes.
Say what? Say it again.
Yes, except she's a wish.
Catch it, camera.
Except she's a wish. now some are not wish, but what they are reading and consuming, you guys can see that we highlighted that wishy stuff.
You carry the manual of witchcraft.
So I think all the ladies that watch this will get, because we've emphasized some basic points over and over again, you know.
I don't know, Papa, I don't know who set up the standard for relationship in this world. The one I know is Bible is marriage. Husband love your wife, like Jesus love the church, wife respect you. I understand that one. But see, relationship, who said that says you have to, that means you neglect who you are, your individuality, who you are, who I am, for what they've painted. I think that's the major problem. So women need to understand.
But the one you're against are things that are baseless, but there are some that actually have.
That we know, we both know.
But sometimes the ones that are business, they have good marketing skills, so they sell.
So even the one that is like, is this what is important? This is more important.
You know,
You just understand this is a man. This is a woman. We are different.
There are actually a lot of school of people. Like I said earlier on, there are people that are trying to push that men and women are the same, and they're not at all.
Totally
not at all.
Totally not.
They're not at all.
The
way a man processes.
Yeah, we are equal.
You find that the
What the guys say, we say,
you see
yeah,
all these
man.
babes online, all these ladies online, this gymnast, all these things that have muscle. It doesn't mean they can carry dumbbell, but they are still a woman.
Yes, no.
That's it.
Like I told you, that mafia woman, she was a big
For
queen
her
of-
to be that,
Yes, that was the way they caught her. They
That's
knew she was escaping
and
arrest.
they'll never caught her. They will still catch the one before they catch her. Well, just that one thing.
Yes, because she had to respond to love and emotion. So, in closing, I want all of you to advise women. So imagine you're talking to other women in the world right now. What advice would you give
That's a
to
tough one.
the ladies? You're representing the guys, so don't forehand. Because the guys are depending on you guys right now.
We start from there.
To speak.
How now?
And now, every time I from like
She
this,
is
now like
coach.
this,
Let
this
me go.
time.
Let me go.
Oh, shit.
I overthink this thing. First, to every lady out there, I believe that first and foremost, you should be happy. Make sure you have found happiness with yourself. There's nothing more sexy or beautiful than seeing a woman that has self-love. Bro, it's a turn on. Because then you once there's self-love, you can't take not any guy can approach you. Once you know what you want, how you want to be, and you love yourself enough, not any man can approach you anyhow. You know what it's not like I'm going to try and manage it right now. It's what it is. You know, so once you love yourself and you find your happiness, everything will fall in place. And you have God, importantly. The right man, no pressure, will fall in line with your self-love, basically. Just be happy, be happy.
Yes.
I think my advice for the women out there is that what a man needs is a feminine woman who will not take nonsense, in the sense that no man wants to date another guy man in his woman, you know. There can't be two men in a relationship, you know. It doesn't mean there's no equality. There just can't be two men in a relationship. So men still want a feminine woman. So this idea, this trying to push women to leave their masculine side, is not working. It's not working at all. A man still wants to feel that I'm the man, you are the woman. She might even be controlling things more than, more than him. So men still want that feminine woman. And like he said, self-love. Men are attracted to a woman who is emotionally accountable. Yes. And self-love is not this synthetic idea of self-love that they are preaching, that I put myself first. Sometimes self-love is even more about giving than receiving. Just like the Bible says, there's more joy in giving than receiving, you know. It completes you more as a person. I think Jesus said, do unto others. This is Jesus that said it. Do unto others as you want them to do. This guy do like this.
Peter, you should have not laughed. Peter, you should have laughed inside.
Do unto others as you know. So for the women out there, we know there are a lot of stories going around, but we don't need to start. You don't need to start trying to say, okay, men are this. See that men as something. Don't absorb it into your reality. When you go into a relationship, do your own part. You just don't know. Maybe you are the wake-up call that guy is going to have. I have seen it happen 1 million times. So play your own part. The problem happens when he starts taking you for granted. The problem did not happen when you were playing your own part. Is if he now starts taking you for granted, that you can now put a stop. But don't go into a relationship with, if you give me this, I give you this. What did you? That means you're not different then. So a woman needs to, redefine. They need to. Every man needs to individually, think for herself and know that I'm going to be his peace. I'm going to be his peace of mind in this relationship that I'm building. Go into the relationship with that. And before you know, he might reciprocate, and even he might be coming with that energy instead of you going with your chest out like this.
The bad guy will come down.
That's exactly. That's my advice.
That's good. Peter.
Okay, my advice is
Face your camera.
my advice would be that if a guy consistently proves to you that he cannot be trusted financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, believe him. Don't make excuses for him. I've seen people who make excuses for guys who are not ready. If he shows you that he's willing to learn, send him to a counselor. You are not his counselor. Don't put yourself in a place where you feel like you can grow through that process with him. I have experienced that it will turn into bitterness one way or the other. It's scary. You can encourage him, you can support him with prayers, but I don't think that you want to be there. Let me be there for you. Let me be there. That let me be there for you can be a scam if you're not careful. If you find someone who loves you enough to be vulnerable, nurture that relationship. Don't be forceful. If the man is your peace, be his peace. Notice I did not say you should be his peace first. If he is your peace, be his peace. If he is not your peace, walk away.
Booyaka.
In this season, there is no time to be wasting your time and wasting a guy's time. That's my advice, and I give it with all the love in my heart. And buy my t-shirt.
And please, men are not scum.
Men are not scum.
Have you tasted all the men? Like, are you Man United? Manchester. Come on now. I beg. Some people are disgracing us, but
you know that we not talk about the things that we know that women are doing.
oh no, this is just men.
Men are scum. Women
are scam.
I'm telling you.
women are hush. Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one.
But they actually scam now with their hair and everything.
I'll coin something from that. Men are
Don't
scum, women
leave
are
me.
scum. Wow, this was good. This was good. Thank you guys for coming out. I believe a lot of people will gain from this, and my dream is to see more men get married, because my marriage has been a blessing to me, and I know it to improve and help any man. So, I know it to improve and help any man, So I'm not so happy when I see men, advancing in age and not getting married, because I think... because I was going to ask all of you, when are you guys getting married?
That the way you shake.
What time is up, Abi?
I was going to ask when are you guys getting married? Is marriage in view though?
Before the rapture.
No, is marriage in view for real?
Of course.
Months or years?
2020 is gone.
Weeks or months or years?
COVID has...
Is it when you want to marry?
We married, but
COVID.
Months or weeks or years?
Yes.
Your fans will cry. Your months or weeks?
200 weeks now.
Wisdom, see? Logic.
No, weeks.
Yeah.
Months, not years.
weeks and 56 weeks.
Because for me, the more I'm married, I'm wondering, what was I even waiting for? If I had known, I would have married earlier. Even though, yes, I knew that maturity plays a lot of role, but I think marriage will help men a great deal. So I think men should work towards getting married quickly. What happens to most men is that they also think that I need to get financially stable before I marry. But the truth is that there's a balance and stability that a woman brings in that makes you grow faster. And she's able. Yes, there's a blessing attached to it. When you find either finds a wife, finds a good thing and obtains favor. So there's a dimension to that. So I was not like this at all before I met my wife, and her coming into my life helped a lot of things I was already working on. Blossom and grow. Women have a way of nurturing. That's what they do naturally.
Totally,
Once you give them a seed, they bring out the fruit. Once you give them sperm, they bring out a child. Once you give them a house, they bring out a home. So there's a part of when a woman comes into your life and you treat her right and she loves you, she will bring out all the things inside you that were not yet manifesting. She has a way of bringing them out. And I feel too sometimes, if you blow too much when you are single, it makes it a bit more difficult to find a good woman and to marry a good woman and to even deal with the temptations that come. So sometimes I think, just like that scripture says, when you find a wife, you obtain favor. God also waits sometimes for you to have that stability, for some kind of blessings to come. Because the bigger you get, everybody likes you. You have money. All the women like you. So you don't really know which one likes you for you, or who likes the idea, like Kunle said, who likes the idea of what you are. So it's good to marry on time, from my own experience. You want to say something? Yes.
Well, I just think, just to add to everything we've said, I think being a strong woman is not being able to invest in your relationship, but knowing if you are planting seeds on a soil that's not fertile, To invest emotionally into a relationship does not mean you are weak, Because you are soft does not mean you are weak.
Yes.
Because you are hardened does not mean you are strong, So the strength actually comes from the point where you are investing emotionally into your relationship, and the man is just deciding to be scum, and then you keep doing it, and that's where he said, don't make excuses, for a man that that, because some women do that. But her higher self is calling her to have strength in walking away from something that's not favoring her anymore. But she can't find the strength to walk away, you know. So I think that's where strength comes from. So for you making a bit of sacrifices, for your emotional sacrifices for your relationship, does not mean you are stupid. You're only investing. So is it beginning to pay off, or the guy is beginning to? That's where you just have to face and just like, and you don't lose. You will always find another person. God will bring the right person. He will bring the right person. So
Thank you, guys.
So
Thank you.
Okay.
You have a question?
I can ask after this.
Ask now.
If it will be
Camera
people
way
ask
too.
now. If it's
Okay, how is a single man sure?
that he has met the right person. Okay.
I mean, knowing all those things, absolutely. What I want. How are you sure? Because you might be clouded with what you want, and then right there's somebody that actually balances it. But how are you sure?
Okay. Interestingly, that was one of the questions I was supposed to ask you guys, but I just skipped it. A few things. You have to have an idea of what you already want. That helps you to know, what qualities you're looking for. You guys mentioned those things, but sometimes you might not remember these things when you're there, and some guys don't even know these things you guys mentioned. So things like peace, for instance, does she give you stress for no reason, or is she your peace? Do you find peace? Because one of a man's major needs is peace of mind.
Yes.
So the Bible says all over and over that when you marry a contentious woman, you go to the roof or you go to the wilderness. So men run away from stress. Men like peace because the way a man's mind works is not as complex as a woman's mind. So a man's mind needs peace. So peace of mind is one of it. Then a woman that really supports you. Men like support. Men need support. From day one, even the first person they created woman, that was the whole concept that this man needs help. So men like help. So a woman that really loves you, not the idea of KR or the idea of Skuki. It's you as a person that loves you. And see, when a woman loves you, even when you make mistakes and all that, she's not quick to damage you. Because when I see on social media, people that were dating, they were putting nice pictures, then suddenly something happens, then they come and attack the person publicly. It shows that they didn't like the person. It's the idea of the person that they like. And not if I can't have you, let me spoil everything. When you love somebody, even though, just like you mentioned, even though we're not together, but I wish you well. I must come to social media and spread. So, the person really supports you. Then it supports you also spiritually too, or any other way you need support. And then companionship. You guys mentioned intelligence too. Men like people that can mentally stimulate them. Can we have conversations? Can we talk? Because at the beginning, yes, the man might move more from his sexual drive, beauty shape, but when all that is gone,
track your brain.
Yes, it's track your brain. Most women don't know that. That's what I'm saying. They're putting so much emphasis on the hair and all this. Because when after we've married and we've had the sex plenty, after a while, the man wants other stimulation that is not just sexual.
That's it.
So he wants friendship, companionship. You understand. You know what's up. So those are the things. Like I said, I dealt with this well in the book, 7 Qualities Wise Men Want. Dealt with it there. So these are basic things you should know. And for me, that helped me when I was looking for my wife. It took me a while to find a good wife. I met many girls, either they were beautiful, they were not smart, or they were smart, they were not just peaceful, or different things, but I didn't date them. But from friendship, I know that this one can't go anywhere. But when I met my wife, she ticked all the boxes. I asked her yesterday that they say when you live with somebody for a while, you start seeing their flaws. I was like, I've not still seen your flaws. What are you doing? Are you hiding? Tell me, are you acting? Are you good of an actor? Well, you can't be acting for 15 years, Anytime I say that, she say, relationship code. It's difficult to talk. You say you have come again. So when you have some of those understanding, it becomes easy. But when you meet the person, you would know because of the peace that comes, the excitement that comes. No drama. This is the person you want to talk to. You actually want to talk to the person, not that you're avoiding. That's what like we were saying earlier on. When you're out of town, you want to call. You're not trying to call. Exactly. You want to keep in touch. You want to say, how are you doing? So some women don't do that well because they over-invest into a relationship too soon. Right? Investment is good, but you can't over, Skuki was saying that when I was talking to Robert Green, that some relationships don't die because of starvation, they die out of suffocation. So when you put too much too soon, the person can get tired. So spread the thing, let it grow. Don't just jump on him. Hi, you're already calling him 3 times a day. Give some breather. Let him even miss you. Let him want to. His freedom is already threatened, which is the number one thing for him. So these are a few things. These are a few things that I think. All right. Thank you, guys. This was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
This was beautiful. I enjoyed myself. We didn't even know the time had gone
I feel like I've it's like I've been bottled up. I feel like nobody's judging me, please. Thank you.
And you do good as a relationship coach. You come and join our industry. You actually were hitting some good spots. When you get born again, we'll recruit you.
Yeah, I think it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
You're not recording
You can't come back from that. So please, viewers, thank you guys for watching it. Thank you guys for watching. Please look out for the video that we're doing with the ladies. I'm going to be sitting down with some beautiful ladies that are single, and we'll talk about that. Then we'll do with marriage.
Please don't let them watch this our own before you do
Yes.
Okay, yes. They won't watch it. They won't watch it.
So
They won't come and reply you.
He was sitting here. You sat down here.
So you must do it before this one comes out.
Yeah. So please, guys, make sure you look out for the videos. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that you can get all the download when it comes. All right. God bless you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.